Welcome to Sunday night live free readings. Woo! Ooh, I'm so happy to have you here. How's everybody doing? I'm testing my sound because I have a different mic. Let's see, what is it? A blue snowball or something like that. So hopefully the sound is coming in better. Hi, Kate. How's everyone doing? I also have a new webcam tonight. So I have a clear slate. You can see the black cover. I have a new background, which will hopefully show the cards up better. That's what I'm hoping for. I made myself a cup of tea. Hi, Desiree. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Nioka. Hi, Lynn Palmer. Who's ready for some Sunday night readings? Did you guys wear your Sunday night reading clothes? Yeah, I thought what we would do is the pick three and what's going to happen in 2020. So Desiree, you're like psychic because you took that out of my plan and you were right. That's it. What we're going to do is a pick three. We're going to have three piles. What's in store for your 2020? And I'm going to start laying them out so you will see that I shuffle as I go. All right, here's for pile number one, and I might switch up the cards. And for sure, the top layer will be different cards, and I might integrate some charms into it. This is going to be what is coming for you. What do you have to know? What spectacular events? What Spirit wants you to know about 2020. So we're doing pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. We're using a variety of tarot cards. I'm shuffling in between each one. So while I'm laying these out, I will also tell you that I'm going to use some charms down below. So you guys, and I'll put different cards on top so that you will be able to pick easily which pile. So we'll do the oracle cards next. So here's card number one. That's for pile number one. Here is for pile number two. And we'll choose a completely different one for pile number three. So they're kind of going off the camera. I might be able to lift the camera up a little bit higher to get a better angle if it will still stay focused. So pile number one, pile number two, we'll try to get them separated. Pile number three, and this is for what's coming up for 2020. Whoa, the charm just went flying. Which one was that? Oh, the mountain. The mountain just flew right out. So we'll do some charms in here. So there's a couple charms there, a couple charms there, couple charms down there. And what else can we play with tonight? I don't know if we want numbers or runes. Should we play with a few runes? Here's rune number one, rune number two, rune number three. Oh, I'm not going to read blank. Rune number three. All right. Okay. Who's ready? You got your piles picked? So you're going to pick either pile number one, pile number two, pile number three. Now, which piles did you pick? Everybody that picked one, type in one. Everybody type in a one. This is what is going to be coming for you for 2020. Who picked pile number one? Woo! How do you pronounce that? Nioka. I love that name. Desiree picked one. All right, we got some people here picking pile number one. So let's begin. Pile number one, we're going to start with the oracle card. All right, for those of you who chose number one and felt like you had to type it in, we're all going to know who you are and what you chose for your pile. Wow, are you guys lucky? You started out on a good swing. Those of you who picked pile number one, we're talking love. We're talking relationships. This can be love of your family, love for siblings. It can be love of friendships, but you're definitely going to be growing something in love. Some of you might have children or grandchildren coming, as the Empress could be pregnant. So you could be that, but there's a lot of you who are going to have creative ideas, because the Empress is all about creative ideas. You're also going to be nurturing more. Well, that goes right along with the theme of love and nurturing more. So you're going to nurture and be nurtured more in 2020. Look at you. Those who chose pile number 1, you're going to be traveling. You're going to be packing up a bag and you're going to be going to somewhere fun. This is also making decisions on difficult areas of your life. So the Fool comes in when you have a decision to make. You've got to take a risk. You're just going to have to go ahead and take a risk, because otherwise you're not going to get any movement. And for you guys, you got the rune of Iwaz, and Iwaz is movement. And so this rune is talking to this card. The only way for you to get ahead in life is to go ahead and take a risk and move forward. You've also got the Mask and the Mountain, which means the mountain is your obstacle, but the bear is facing the mountain, so this is strength. Now, for some of you, the Mask means you're covering up who you really are. So for some of you, the Fool card will literally mean in 2020, you're going to just say, I'm going to be who it is that I want to be. Now look at this. This is 7 of Cups. So this goes right along with what I was saying. Some of you are going to have some choices to make, and there's going to be some confusion around it. And that is probably because of the mountain. It's going to be some obstacles, but you still have to push through those obstacles to make those decisions. There's going to be some of you looking at housing. Some of you are going to have to cut expenses. But either way, wow. What a great card to end on. It really can't get any better for pile number 1. I don't know who can beat that. This will be interesting. Pile number 1, 4 of Wands, is the highest card, I think, in the deck, because this means you're going to have stability around the home. Once again, you're getting along with your partner, which is what the first card indicated, which is love. You guys are going to be rocking it on. You got a few obstacles, but not anything that you can't overcome. For you guys just joining us, pick pile between 2 and 3 if you're just joining. Otherwise, you can pick 1, 2, or 3. And hi, Spotted Elephant, you finally made one. So you guys on pile 3, you're the ones to beat. This is the pile to beat, because these guys are looking at success. Everything the 4 of Wands touches turns to success. You guys are going to have movement. Some of you are literally going to move to different jobs, move to different houses. Like I said, you got obstacles, but you've got the bear for strength. So what a great reading for pile number 1. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to take pile number 1 and just bring it to the side here so that we can focus on pile number 2. Now, pile number 2, you guys start out with Wizard of Awareness. Oh, what do you need to be aware of? Oh, you guys have to be aware of something. This is going to be very interesting to see how pile 2, how we proceed. You guys are going to be sitting at the edge of your chair. Who chose pile number 2? Type in the number 2 if you picked pile number 2. You guys who want a grandchild, you could absolutely get one with that first pile. Who chose pile number 2? Any 2s out there? J.L. Simmerman, we're talking to you. Lynn Palmer, we're talking to you. Melanie Richie, we're talking to you. This is the card about having willpower and making really good decisions. So you guys can be lucky that the Chariot showed up for you, because the Chariot is a powerful card for not only travel, but also making important decisions that you've done a little bit of research on, so that you're not going into it, cold. In other words, you're going to know exactly what you're doing, and it's not black and white. Do you see how it seems like it's black and white in this card? But you guys are having, because this is a major card, you've got the Celestial, You've got the celestial energies helping you. So there's not a whole lot that can go wrong with the Chariot. You're standing up for yourself. You're setting some boundaries. This is about success and victory. So it is maybe becoming aware of what it is that you want in life. So 2020 could be about you making some decisions about where you want to go. Oh my goodness, it doesn't get better than that. Knight of Cups, you guys, for pile 2. The Knight of Cups. Doing what you love and love what you're doing. Some of you are going to be pursuing new relationships and being very successful. The Knight of Cups knows what he wants, goes after it, and gets it. So for those of you who chose pile 2 and you're wanting love, oh baby, it's coming. You don't have to worry about that. Let's jump over here and look at your charms. You've got the Tree, working with the family energy. You've got whatever the heck this thing is. Oh, you got the Frog, Leap of Faith. You've got an Angel. You've got an arrow pointing you in the right direction. These are all good. These are all really good cards. Some of you are going to be connecting to your roots, connecting to your ancestors and fairies and angels. And there's an arrow. Some of you are going to finally be like, yes, I'm picking a path and I'm going on it, okay? Now, Isa, the rune, would stop you because that's frozen. So this is interesting that you're going to have an obstacle. That's the rune about obstacle. Now, anytime you guys who pick pile number 2 get an obstacle, it means it to go within. With Isa, it means go within yourself. Did I really want that? Did I want that to happen? Whoa, we have a lot of 2s out there. We've got Just Be the Light is a 2. Lynn Palmer's a 2, Melanie Ritchie's a 2, Kate Bosch, J.L. Simmerman's a 2, Sag Fire. We have got a lot of 2s out there. Now, if you haven't already liked the video and subscribed to my channel, take a moment, do it now, because you guys won't regret what I have coming up for videos. I've been thinking all day on new videos here, but we got some more cards to see what's coming up for 2020 for you guys. King of Cups. Do you realize what the King of Cups does? You guys, King of Cups, he does what he loves. He's the family person. He's the person that wants to get along with everyone. And plus, with you guys getting the King of Cups, this means that you're going to master your emotions in 2020. So how many of you guys who pick pile 2 kind of get unhinged once in a while? Like, you just admit it. Hey, I get unhinged and I yell and I shout. Well, guess what? The King of Cups means that you are literally going to master your emotions, okay? So while the king is a master of the emotion, he also takes care of people around him. So he's really a good cup or a good card for somebody who wants to have a leadership role with compassion, all right? So you can be really happy that he showed up. He is a great king. He's also, for some of you, it feels like for some of you, the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups is more mature love. The Knight is a little bit of meeting somebody new and younger, and the mature King is meeting somebody more mature. So some of you might be going after love with someone who's slightly older, maybe more mature. But this guy is very level-headed, and you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with this King. All right, so those of you who chose pile 2, we still got one more card left. What is it? Drum roll. 5 of Swords. Now, that makes sense with Isa, the rune. The 5 of Swords would mean that there's fighting with someone, and this makes sense, having a King of Cups be here. So you guys who are having family battles, relationship battles, your message in the 5 of Cups is not to fight. Rise above the energy of fighting. Do you think you guys can do that? Who thinks they can rise above the energy of when someone triggers you not to respond in your normal trigger behavior? You don't have to defend yourself. There's, sometimes silence is a more powerful response than trying to defend yourself and looking weak. No one wins in arguments, ever. Even if you think you win, you don't win. So your big message of 2020 is to conquer the energy of fighting. So one of the ways that you can do that is if somebody is constantly making negative comments about you, you're going to have to decide how often you want that person in your life, because if they're always bringing you down, it's probably not someone you want to have in your life. If you have to have them in your life, find a way to let all of those comments roll off you. I was actually with somebody for a while that was like this. And I just agreed with them. When they said I was a bitch, I said, you're right. You're right. I am a bitch. And if they said I was controlling, I'd be like, yes, you're right. I do control. I'll have to look at that. So I agreed with everything they said, and it literally took out the fight. There was no fighting. And then they actually felt bad for what they were saying because I was agreeing with it all. So it doesn't mean that in your mind you're agreeing with it. It just means to avoid a fight, you're agreeing with it. And some people, that will really make them angry. So pile number 2, your 2020 is looking like mastery. It looks like a lot of good things. You've got a few obstacles regarding getting along with people, but if you utilize and dig deep and find those tools for getting along with them, you're going to be in a lot better shape. So pile number 3, can anybody who chose 3, let's see, who's the 3? Hi, Ange M. We've got a few 3s out there. Just Be the Light is a 3. Deb J is a 3. Do we have any more 3s out there? Welcome, everyone. If you've picked a pile or you haven't picked a pile yet, I will put the timestamps at the end of this video. When I'm done, I'll go back in and edit and put the timestamps in, and that way you can come back to this or other people can listen to it, and it will apply to them also. Ooh, Kelly Ewalt is a 3. All right. Well, for those of you who picked pile number 3, your readings for 2020, we're doing the 2020 forecast, starts now. Ooh, you got the manatee. Accept the situation as it is, rather than fighting or trying to change it. Wow. For those of you who chose number 2, you should probably listen to number 3. This is going to be interesting. So you have to accept the situation for what it is, you guys who chose pile number 3. It's not going to change. Nothing you say is going to change them, so let's not change them, all right? Let's just say, hey, we're not changing them, and that's what we're doing. So let's go ahead with that energy of not changing the person. Not changing the situation. Whoa, you guys got strength. You guys, strength is one of those cards that it can be inner strength or it can be external strength. So what you have to determine is what you're dealing with now. If you are dealing with that you need external strength, then 2020 is going to bring you a chance for you to grow in your strength, okay? To get your body strong. Some of you might join a gym. Some of you might start lifting weights, okay? So you will be successful if, for you guys who want to have a stronger body, the universe, the energies of the strength card are working with you. Now, for those of you who want inner strength, this is similar to the Chariot card, okay? You're talking about power, inner power. So it's your spirit's ability to overcome any obstacle. That's how important the strength is. So it's how well you do when life throws you obstacles. For you guys who chose pile 3, you're going to rock it on. You're going to have challenges come in your life, and you're going to be able to know exactly what you can do, which produces an inner calm. Now, she's holding the lion's mouth, trying to shut it. So a few of you, if you have been like saying negative things all the time, watch how you speak, because to build inner strength, you have to talk about yourself in a positive way, not beat yourself up. So you want to develop that type of self-talk that talks yourself up. I can do this. I know I can do it. I've got all the tools. I may not have the expertise, but I'm going to get this done. So there's those of you in pile number 3, you're being challenged to overcome the challenges that are thrown your way, okay? Now, this is also interesting, you guys, because you got Hagalaz. And this is disruption, okay? Hagalaz is the rune for disruption. So you guys are going to have disruption, but with the strength card, you know, you're going to overcome it. You're going to be, dude, we got this. We got this. We can handle this. And you will handle it. So that's a really good combination to get with Hagalaz, is to have that come up. So for you and who chose number 3, you guys are going to know how to handle those issues. And then for your charms, you got the book, doing things by the book. It's going to be learning. Some of you are going to be learning. You got the bouquet of flowers. You're going to be getting gifts. This is something that I have no fucking clue what that is. So I'll have to figure something out for that. That I have no clue. Oh my God, you guys got 2 sets of flowers. So here's what I'm going to say with this. This looks like a whirlwind going one way, but then switching the other. So this is what I'm going to say about this. It's starting to go this way, changes his mind, and goes the other way. You guys are going to literally, for pile 3, you're going to think you're going in one direction. You're going to do an about face, a 90 degree, and you're going to go in a totally different direction. Some of you are going to do things by the book. You're going to be learning things, reading things, doing everything by the book. Follow the books. If you don't know what to do, research it and do it by the books. You've got the cane, so you're going to get assistance, right? You're going to be getting some assistance. I feel like somebody has prayed to one of their loved ones on the other side for help. And for those who did, that they're like, yes, we heard your prayers and we can help you. We can help you. Thank you, Just Be the Light. So now we have the 8 of Wands. Isn't this interesting? We have 8 with the strength and we have 8 of Wands. You guys are going to start so many new projects in 2020 for pile number 3. You guys are going to have to figure out which ones you're actually going to finish, because you're going to get so many ideas. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. You can't do them all. You've got to pick where your highest passion is and put these in some kind of order. Otherwise, you're going to get too scattered. And for some of these things, you don't have everything you need to get them going. Now, for a few of you who have felt stuck, your life is taking off. It's going to take off in 2020. So celebrate. If you've been stuck, you're not going to get stuck anymore. So on New Year's Eve, you guys have a really big reason to party, because your life is literally going to take off. Wow, we get the Queen of Cups. There again, she's very focused on relationships. She's very mature, and she's mature with her emotions. So for you guys, when you have disruptions, stay calm. If you're going to pray to a deity to help you, make it be someone calm. Don't pray to the fire goddess when you're all upset, because she's going to tell you to go slap the bitch in the face. So don't be praying to the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Swords type deity. You want to go to the Queen of Cups and be like, oh, honey, this is not worth your time and effort. Walk away from this, all right? So you just got to walk away and deal with it in a calm way. So they're telling you, if you're going to pray to a deity, and a deity is a being from the unseen world, pray to somebody calm. That's going to calm you down. Your final card, pile 3, is, oh my God, you trumped everybody. Oh, wow. So pile number 3, probably you win the contest. Other than your upsetting event, you got the Sun card. Happiness. We've got children playing. There's a couple people out there who have children who have challenges, and guess what? What I have to say to you is the children are going to overcome those challenges, and they're going to grow up and be happy. If you yourself are challenged, you're going to grow up. You're going to grow up and you're going to be happy. So that is pile number 3. You guys have 2020. You're going to kind of be all over the board, but it's going to be a so much better year for you guys. Way better year than you ever thought. So pile number 3, you guys win the contest for that. Now I see some other questions coming up here. I know, number 3, you guys, actually all these piles were valuable. So if at some point you want to re-listen to these, go ahead and re-listen to them. I'm putting my cards back because I see I have some other questions coming in. So while I'm putting these cards back, if you guys want to ask some questions, I'm putting my cards back together and I will answer a few of your questions. And then we're going to do another reading because I think your spirit guides want to talk to some of you, so we can do spirit guide readings. Or what I thought we might do is see if your past or future life has a message for you. We can have as much fun as what you guys want. I'm here for you. I'm all about you. Thank you, Ange M. Kelly Ewald has a lot of ideas. That's great because you're going to have fun organizing them too. Shamika. Hi, Shamika. How are you this evening? Did you have a good weekend? Shamika wants to know about a relationship with someone that's 722. You guys are so smart giving me the month and day. Then I know you guys know me. You guys know that the numbers, right? So Shamika, what does she have to know about a relationship with someone with 722? Now they can be a little stubborn, the 22, okay? But they like things to be organized and they do need a little bit of alone time. They have trust issues, Shamika, just to let you know that you got to build your trust with them, but we'll see what the cards are going to say. You guys, I got a new webcam. Do you think it does a good job of focusing? Because let me tell you, I've gone through 5 or 6 webcams to the point where it's ridiculous. This is like a no-name brand. So I'm hoping that my webcam, is going to work out, because that's always a problem. So Shamika, this is what I want to say to you of why these cards came up. So the relationship with this person it kind of took off fast, right? Because this is Wands with fire, Shamika. But there's the trust issues showing up, not being able, like someone can't express things about themselves. Like they want to hide information or not disclose who they fully are. So be patient and stay focused, because there's some potential here, but you've got to work through this trust issue that they have. Does that make sense to you, Shamika? I mean, I'm not saying that you have to give up on it just because the 7 of Swords shows up, but I do think that, pay attention to how that. Oh, thank you for the feedback on the webcam. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. I've actually thrown webcams in the garbage. I've given them away, my junk ones. It's just ridiculous how many webcams I've gone through. Spirit guide messages. Okay. All right. So you guys who are just joining it, you can ask questions at this point. So Shamika, it looks like, just proceed with caution. I guess that's what I'll say to you. Noir 64. What does Jalen feel for me? And when do you see him talking to me? So how does Jalen feel about you, Noir 64? Okay, so we'll do that one first. How does Jalen feel about you, Noir? I had a great weekend, you guys. It was a fabulous weekend. Thank you. I took a lot of vacation. Holy Mac, 2 queens, Noir 64. Woo! Definitely some focus. Definitely focused. So when is this person going to actually start talking to you? That's going to be challenging. This is going to be a while. The 7 of Wands doesn't happen right away, because this person's not totally comfortable, right? I mean, they're getting more comfortable, but they're not fully comfortable. But with all these queens, they're definitely focused on you, or they could have other people that maybe they're seeing, because look at all these 2 queens you got. So if you haven't started a relationship with this person, the 2 queens could mean that there's other queens, there's other people taking the attention away. It's going to be a while for that communication. I can't put a time on the 7 of Wands because it depends on whether or not that person is comfortable going to that level at this time. It's hard to predict that with the 7 of Wands. Joan or Josie. Hi, Josie. Josie wants to know if she's on the right path. Is she? Is Josie on the right path? I'm going to use my universal weight. Is Josie on the right path? Wow, it looks like you're waiting for something. This is interesting. So these two cards, these are the Star, which you have a lot of hopes and dreams, okay? This is like your hopes and dreams and balancing things, but there's a waiting. There's a waiting. Is she gonna go on another path? Why is there waiting? So you're kind of like waiting for something, but I feel like you are on the right path because of the Six of Wands. These other two cards, maybe not. But the Six of Wands come in and said it's a little bit of a delay. There's a little bit of a delay for you, but you are on the right path. So thank you for asking that. It's just going to be a delay. So sometimes being on the right path means things are wanky. Things get wanky for a while. And that doesn't mean it's the wrong path. It just means it's wanky until it gets straightened out. That's what I'm going to say to you. Nia, okay, I knew I pronounced it right and I forgot how I pronounced it. Nyoka. My question is about my mom's health. She's getting older and I'm worried about her. Okay, so is Nyoka's mom going to be okay health-wise? You know, as you get older, you do have health challenges. She is going to overcome the ones that she's got right now. And it looks like you're seeking, you might need, what do you call this? This is the legal card. What do you call that? A no resuscitate or a medical guardian? There's going to be a part where you might have a legal, like she might have a legal guardian step in that makes decisions for her in the future. But right now, the King of Wands indicates that, yes, she does have some health concerns, but she's got the right people taking care of her. So no worries about that, about your mom's health right now. Not major worries. I don't see anything major coming up. Kirsten wants a spirit guide reading. Does everybody else want one? Should we do spirit guide readings? Oh, you are her medical guardian. Well, there you go. That was a good thing that you did that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's validation for you then. Nyoka's dad passed. Oh, shoot. I don't have my dead deck. And usually if you guys want to talk to somebody, I have to have their first name at least, like the dad's first name. Oh, is it Kenneth? Okay, Kenneth. Kenneth, are you okay? I have to use my Robin Wood. I don't have my dead deck here. I think it's in the other room. So it looks like you had a lot of fear, or you have a lot of fear, or had a lot of fear when he passed over. So these are kind of fear and struggle based cards. But is he okay now? Yeah, but he had some stuff to deal with, and this isn't hell. Tarot doesn't believe in hell or devils, but they have to have it in there because people believe in those things. So he struggled when he first got over there. He did struggle, but he's great now. Holy crap, 180 degree turn. He is really happy now. But and maybe this is you going through some crap. He could be like, well, I'm fine, but she's going through some, people are treating you shitty. Are people treating you shitty? Because if people are treating you shitty, then that's what he's wanting to talk about. It's way easier for me to talk to deceased people with my dead deck. I just forgot to get it for tonight. I wasn't thinking about it. I was in pick 3 mode. All right. Who wants a message from their spirit guide? And then I'll come back and I can do some of these other questions. Because I feel like quite a few of you have spirit guides that want to come through. And I think that I'm going to also do pick 3 for the spirit guides. But I'm just going to do a couple of cards in each pile. So let's do spirit guides quick, and then I'll come back to your questions. So this won't take long, the spirit guide messages, but somebody's spirit guide here is literally screaming at me. So I've got to do a quick spirit guide one because somebody's spirit guide is literally screaming at me. All right, so I'm just going to pick a couple of cards, and then I'm going to pick one more from this pile. And then I'm going to call it, we're going to do quick spirit guide messages because somebody's spirit guide here is literally screaming at me. All right. So pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Who is wanting pile number 1? We're going to start. Spirit guide number 1. Here we go. Pile number 1. This won't take long. Holy crap. Knight of Wands. So your spirit guides, for those of you who picked 1, want you to light something, a fire under your ass. You need to get going. And look at this. You got another knight. I'm serious. You guys there's something you have to do. Some of you, it's financial related. Some of you, it's 2 knights. You're choosing literally about what kind of people you want. This is a fiery guy with a temper. This is somebody who's wealthy and stable. There's a choice. There's a choice in who you want to live your life with number 1. Now, your spirit guide wants to tell pile number 1, you're going to have financial stability, but be careful of your temper. And then the spirit guide is saying, you know what's best for you. You know what's best for you. So think about the situation as what's best for me. And your spirit guide is like, you know what's best for you. They're screaming that. Spirit guide for pile number 2. Pile number 2. Your spirit guides. We're going through this quickly. Oh, wow. You guys are blossoming a new idea. You're moving from a difficult situation in your life, and this is literally the spirit guide helping you. You guys who chose pile number 2, call on your spirit guide right now. Everybody. Spirit guides, help me bring positive experiences into my life and let me see with wise eyes. All right, you guys, call in your spirit guides right now. Everybody, call in your spirit guides. Look at that. You got the Emperor. You have master spirit guides. You have the ability to conquer anything you want. And your spirit guide is there to help you. Look at the power your spirit guide has come through. I'm here. I'm powerful. I'm going to help you out of difficult situations, and you are going to blossom. So those of you who chose pile number 2, holy crap, you got kick-ass spirit guides, and you're going to literally blossom in your life. Pile number 3. Oh my God, you've got a trader exchanging energy to create abundance. You guys, your spirit guide, you're going to be rich. Your spirit guide wants you rich. Now there's a handmade pillow here. So how many of you who chose number 3 do some kind of crafts? Those of you who chose number 3, ask your spirit guides to have a hobby that you do turn into money. Hobby, turn into money. And I'm talking big money, bigger than you ever thought. And if you never stop giving them away too. If you give away too much of your shit that you make, stop it. You have to sell. Don't give too much away. Got to have an equal energy. You guys have a feminine spirit guide coming in as the Queen of Wands. And you also have, oh wow, some of you have pets that are literally going to give you messages. Like your pets need attention. Some of you, maybe you're on your phone too much. How many of you are playing with your pets? More attention to pets. Your spirit guide is like, your pets are important right now. So really make sure if you have pets that you devote a little bit of time each day with your pets. And some of you, your pets are literally going to telepathically. We have a crafter for number 3. You're going to be making money. You're going to be making way more money than you ever thought you could for number 3. So those of you, and this is also loyal friends, by the way. This is the card about loyal friends coming into your life. Okay, that was a spirit guide. Let's go back up and see what the questions were. See, that was painless. That did not take long, but somebody really needed to hear a message from there. Britt Byers, what does she have to know about her spiritual path? That's a good question. What does Britt Byers have to know about her actual spiritual path that she's traveling on? So let's ask the cards. I'm putting them back. All right. Britt Byers, what do you have to know about your spiritual path? Let's check. Wait, I'm going to grab a totally different deck that we have not played with. What does Brittany Byers have to know about her spiritual path? Fear. This is 7 of Swords. There's a lot of fears here. There's a lot of fear that you won't be good enough, or you won't be accurate enough, or you won't be able to hear the messages correctly. There's a lot of fear with the 7 of Swords. And then you get the Queen of Swords, and that just tells you that you can conquer all that, but all these fears are in your thinking mind. So the only thing holding you back from being on your spiritual path 100% and being comfortable with who you are is your thinking mind. Your thinking mind. So look at what you think about. Pay attention to what you think about, and think about yourself as being a kick-ass spiritual person, because remember, a spiritual path is everything you do. Walking on the sidewalk is a spiritual experience. It depends on how perceptive you are. So start being more perceptive about how you feel during the certain days or cycles of the day. What's your power time? What time do you get tired? When you're tired, do you honor that and rest? That's all part of the spiritual realm, is paying attention to your body. Okay, and you are on the path, by the way. You are on the spiritual path. Madeline, what does A feel for me? And how will he behave toward me? Okay, so Madeline J, if you're still on, how does A feel toward her? Wow. The Magician. Oh, yikes. That's difficult. This is difficult. So Madeline, one of the things I want to ask you is, do you have a past history with this person? And was it ugly? Because it feels like there's been some agreement to start over, or because this is start something new or find somebody new. This can be a manipulator, but only if it comes next to a card that tells me it is. This person can be somewhat manipulating because the Devil card is next to it. So now, the other side of the coin is this person could be stuck in a relationship and they're not there for you. They're trying to reach out to something better and they can't because they're trapped. So if you've had a relationship with this person in the past and you're trying to start over, a lot of these behaviors are still going to be there. So you'll have to kind of think about that. But all these cards together, the one and the one of the Magician, tells me that you're wanting something new and different in your life. You don't want the same old stuff that came to you in the past. It's almost like for your love life, you're like, okay, I got to have something different. And Spirit is telling you, you deserve something different. You deserve to have something different. Oh, I don't need the last name. Sorry, Nyoka. I totally forgot that you had given his name. I missed that. So that was my fault. Oh no, all you guys are wanting messages from past loved ones, and I don't even know where my deceased deck is. I don't think it's in this room. I've been doing readings pretty much all day. So I can do them with another deck. It's just a little more challenging. So let me try the Robin Wood. Message from Phil or Ignacio. Let's try grabbing Phil. Phil, what do you have to say to Heidi Phillips? Oh, Phil came through. King of Cups. Thank you. Thank you. The cards are giving me a break because I really like steampunk. So Phil came through. Oh my gosh. He came through like he's powerful. He's powerful. He's up in the clouds, and he's telling you to be careful about people that are not honest with you. This is a warning, like that you've got some people in your life that might not be of high integrity, and it's just a little bit of a warning card, about the shitty people. Like somebody might not be telling you the full truth, but he sends powerful thoughts to you, like you are a powerful person. Look at this. We're getting these cards that are stalking us tonight. The Devil card is stalking us, which that doesn't bother me. That all that tells me when cards stalk is that there's a lot of us that are stuck in like behaviors that we want to change. So like there's a lot of you out there that want to change something. Maybe you want to quit biting your fingernails. Maybe you want to eat healthier. Maybe you want to exercise. Maybe you want to be happier, and you're stuck and like you've been doing it over and over and nothing works. When the Devil card stalks, that means there's a time to heal all that. There's a time to push that devil back and actually conquer it. So I like being stalked by cards like that because it means that it's an opportunity to conquer it. So Phil is indicating that this is a time for you to break free from what has been holding you back. You can break free from what has been holding you back, and something about moving on, moving on. I can't stop saying that word, moving on. I don't know what that means, but you'll have to interpret that, and I hope that you can. Okay, so okay, Nioka. Just Be the Light wants to know if her dad is with her. Do you have his name? Can I have his first name? Because it's so much easier to do it if there's a first name only. Hi, Amy De La Pena. I love all of your crystals you bought. They're very beautiful. You have a new beagle? Oh, I bet it's so cute. You should post pictures. Any messages about my relationship, Mariana? What are Ricardo's feelings toward me? Okay, we have relationships. We should do a night just on relationships because that would be awesome. So, what are Ricardo's feelings toward you, Mariana? Please let this be good. Whoa, something that he doesn't want to deal with. You're probably a kick-ass, powerful woman. So what do, you guys, when you pull cards like this? Because this is where you want to say, readers want to say positive things to people, but you can't make shit nice when it comes up like this. So you have to say it like it is. So there's something that this Ricardo isn't seeing or doesn't want to deal with. He's shut down emotionally, okay, Mariana? I think he suffered in the past. He suffered a loss, and he's got to start out slowly. Like maybe somebody took advantage of him because see all the hands begging for money? Mariana, what was his past? Because it sucked. Something terrible happened to him. He's got to build it slowly. So then we'll ask, is this Ricardo, is this a good relationship for her to pursue? Because this guy's got some baggage. Is this a good relationship for her to pursue? So yes, it is, but you've got to be compassionate, and you can't have a lot of expectations on that person because they're not going to be able to meet them right now. So yes, this has potential, but just be aware that this person's got a semi-truck full of baggage that you'll have to, deal with. So make yourself, if you're going to go through with this, make yourself at peace with all that baggage that you'll have to wade through, and be patient as this person works through it at their level, at their pace, not at yours. Kirsten, guest, my boyfriend didn't accept the job he was offered, and he's had 3 interviews with a company in Kentucky. Are they going to offer him a job, or would it be a good move for us as a couple? Okay, so let me go back to the question. Okay, the company in Kentucky, are they going to offer, does it look like the company in Kentucky, are they going to offer Kirsten Guest's boyfriend a job? Wow, they don't know yet. The hangman, I don't even know if they've made a decision yet. They're kind of waiting. They had a lot of applicants that kind of met the qualifications of what they wanted. I don't know. This is the wanky card. So let me go to your second question, because I'm not convinced they're going to offer it to him at this point. Would it be good for them to move? Oh, wait, is that tied to if he gets the job? Because if that last question is tied to him getting the job, it's not been decided yet. They're weighing out the options. I can't answer that yet. The energy's not set quite yet. Oh, Madeline's on. The devil. Maybe he's Capricorn, and he thinks I've had something with. Yes, he's in a relationship. Okay. Okay, so you haven't had a relationship with him, but he's in a relationship with someone else. Oh, he's in a relationship with someone else, I'm assuming, Madeline. But you can't get away from him? Why is that? Madeline. If he's with somebody else, that's interesting. I don't know what to tell you to do. But if he's with someone else, and he's not pursuing you, he's choosing them. And why would you be second fiddle, Madeline? You're better than that. Make yourself first fiddle. Find somebody that'll love you to the moon and back and not be with someone else. They'll choose you. Does Kenneth Wixon have anything to say to Nyoka? Okay, Kenneth, do you have anything to say to Nyoka? Wow. He's like, you can talk to me, or you do talk to me, because there's the hand and the energy. You talk to him. What happened around deer hunting season? Or do you have deer hunting season, or deer hunting, or hunting season? Something's about hunting season. And he sends a lot of nurturing energy. Like, he sends a lot of nurturing energy. He indicates you're very creative and talks about possibly a mother figure. So is your mother still living, or is there a mother figure? And don't burn the candles at both ends. Make sure that you don't get so busy that you forget about taking care of yourself. He like self-care. He's sorry that he can't be here to do things with you. I also feel a little bit of chaos when he comes through. So I don't know if something chaotic is happening in the family, but I feel a little bit of chaos energy. Should Tiff Johnson pursue education for counseling? I don't know. That field could exhaust you, listening to people's problems all day long, but it looks like you could make money. So if you want to listen to everybody's problems all day long and it won't affect you, you could make good money. So I would ponder that a little bit more, and then if it feels good to you and the money would be worth that, then I would go for it, because there's definitely money in that field, Tiff Johnson. Mariana. But he has feelings for me, right? All right, Mariana, where were you? Ricardo. Mariana wants to know if Ricardo has feelings toward her. Does Ricardo have feelings toward her? That would be a yes. That would be 100% yes. Wow. So we're coming up on the hour already. So I could probably take one more question if you wanted, or what I could do is a fuck it card. This is from my fuck it deck. This is available on Amazon for anybody who wants it. And we'll just see, what does the group need to know from the fuck it card deck. This ought to be good. I've never done a blanket reading with it. See the bigger fucking picture before taking action. That's what this group needs to hear right now. So if any of you are making decisions, make sure you look at the bigger picture and not just what's in front and what's the immediate outcome. Look at the long-term outcome. This actually, the fuck it deck, it was being pretty nice to me tonight. To you guys. That's a good message. Well, I want to thank all you guys for being with me tonight. We're coming up on the hour. I will see you next Sunday night at 6 o'clock. We'll probably do a very unusual pick 3 next week. I'm just thinking of some different ideas. So if you have some ideas for reading nights on Sunday night, let me know, and I will definitely consider them and integrating them in. Have a great night, everybody, and thank you for joining me.